In water, in a game, in a computer, in a house, in a city, on a planet, in a universe, in the eye of a giant meerkat, in the dreams of this thing, is a fish. I'm going to catch that fish. In my last video, I said words. I'm going to do that again. Also, I fished 17 of the most dangerous fish in the game, but this time, I'm going to fish Santa. During the Skyblock Christmas event, you can fish a bunch of frozen creatures, allegedly including Santa. If I can catch Santa, then I'll be prepared for the lava fishing update when it comes out. How does a fishing rod survive going into lava? Actually, it's made of an incredibly strong material known as video game bullshit, but we don't have to worry about that yet. Before gaining access to Christmas fish, I need to take out another subsection. The full moon is rising, so I'm going to catch spooky sea creatures. Skeletons, pumpkins, and the scariest thing of all, people giving fruit instead of candy. How many crimes do you think have been committed and used Halloween as an excuse? No, officer, he's dressed up as a dead body and very committed. Actually, last Halloween, I was dressed as Scooby-Doo, dressed as a person, dressed as a dog, and I was on my way to a cabbage recital, then a piano fell on me. I learned the animation for that story from this video's sponsor, then 50 pianos fell on me. Skillshare is an online learning community with classes to help you learn valuable and interesting skills. By learning guitar, I can now make 3-second outros for my videos. Learning business means I can get sponsored by Skillshare. Next, I'm going to learn time management because I'm currently spending 14 hours a day fishing in a block game. There are so many useful classes on here and they've given my viewers the best deal anyone's ever gotten, 30% off. You aren't allowed to ask how I made them give me that deal. Invest in yourself by learning how to play piano, then learn how to make music, create an amazing song that I use in my video, and then copyright strike me and take over my channel. These classes have 8 hours of valuable content and there's one for the topic you want to improve on. My link offers an exclusive limited time 30% off if you click the link in the description right now. Don't make the things I've done be in vain. Help! So the footage for this next part somehow got deleted. I need more space. I should delete recycle bin. So I got an editor to show what he think happened with his beautiful visuals. But he quit instantly, so instead I got my 6-year-old brother to pick images off of Google to use instead. The spooky festival has started. The first thing I caught was a nightmare horse. Like a regular horse, but it's having nightmares about being naked and late for an exam, which is half true. Also, it's a pun because mares are horses. Nightmare horse just means night horse. Next catch was a scarecrow, one of the simplest names for anything. Imagine calling this a hold water, move fast, with high chance of death or dismemberment. I'm doing well, but I have to catch every spooky creature before unlocking Christmas fishing and facing Santa. The phantom fisher was once a human fisherman who got so addicted to catching fish that he never went home. He stayed on the lake and only ate fish. He drank from the lake. He died from salt poisoning. Now he seeks revenge on current fishermen. His weakness is the same as all fishermen, terrible jokes.
My ex-wife still misses me, but her aim is getting better.
I have the footage for the rest of the video, but this is fun, so I'm going to keep using a child's advice on video making for a little longer. Next, I fished a werewolf whose damage percent keeps going up. If I leave it, he will reach infinity. He could one-shot me. He could one-shot the earth. He could one-shot God. But his health isn't going up, and he's leaving fur everywhere, so I killed him. Should have gone to Skillshare to learn how to groom. My next enemy was Lag, a very difficult boss that nobody has quite figured out. Some say the best way to beat it is to not live in Australia. The last enemy on Halloween is the Grim Reaper. As cool as a scythe is, it's got to be the least effective weapon. If you just walk closer, then you'll be hit with a stick and not a blade. But I can't find the Grim Reaper. He isn't taking my bait. The Grim Reaper steals people's lives, so I'll use his method. I'll just steal someone else's Grim Reaper that they fish. If I kill the Grim Reaper, do I invent immortality? Speaking of which, I'll now go back to the real footage, but only because I have a very important question for you. If you could become immortal with $1 billion, but an immortal billionaire super intelligent snail was trying to kill you with an anti-immortality knife, how would you survive? Maybe you could trap the snail in a box, but if I was the snail, I'd chew my way out of the box, leave my trail as a message to the first human to walk past. I'd offer $1 million for them to take me to an engineer. I'd spend the rest of my money in exchange for a snail pilotable human bodysuit. After 3 years of design and construction, I, the snail, could walk around and hunt you down. Face it, you're weaker than a snail. These are the important things you have to think about when hunting down mystical beings like Santa. Subscribe for more snail strategies. Before October turns to December and I end Christmas joy, we have another event. The election. There are 5 equally valid candidates. A Republican, a snail dressed as a human, Liam Neeson's knees on Liam Neeson's son, and a fish girl. I voted for the knees, but he quit because Liam Neeson's niece on Neeson's lead son. So instead I voted for fish girl. She gives everyone 50% more fishing XP, very useful for leveling up, and also she hosts a fishing festival. When I think fishing festival, I picture eccentric food dishes, aquariums for sale, dolphin tricks. Well, Marina's idea of a fishing festival is to put sharks in every public pool and water source. course. The children's fountain? Hundreds of sharks lurking. Don't turn on the taps or the Pacific Ocean will join your kitchen. Don't turn on the shower or you'll be swallowed whole. She's a goddamn mad woman. And so I take this task upon myself. I will fix her mess by using my fishing skills to catch every single shark. If Christmas is cancelled due to shark attacks, Santa won't rock up and I can't slay. I found a nurse shark. It's like a regular nurse, but is 14 feet long and has thousands of razor sharp teeth. Maybe people would actually do what nurses said if they were like this. I caught it safely and released it into the ocean, which really just puts all the other fish in danger. I'm not sure if that's better than humans being in danger. Then I caught a blue shark, and in real life they look like this. Nothing I can say is better than just looking at them. What do you think are the scariest creatures on Earth? I'm convinced it's tigers. They roar louder than lions and are faster than you. Some people think sharks are the scariest because they're in an unfamiliar territory. Luckily, someone invented the tiger shark so we can stop arguing. Scariest things in the world. I ain't fighting that. Instead, I got some plastic out of my pocket and polluted the ocean so that the next generation of sharks all choke as children. I may be a monster, but I'm an effective one. Now the final shark, the greatest, the widest. I probably shouldn't say that. The great white shark. They're faster than me, taller than me, slightly heavier than me, and have more teeth than me. So you'd think I'd be at a disadvantage, but I was taught survival techniques at school. Let me remember back. Oh wait, no, we were taught hot cross buns on the recorder. Why? Why wasn't I learning shark survival? Somebody must know how to survive a shark attack. 1. Don't be in the water. Yeah, I guess that works. So standing on the shore, I took out my defense assault rifle and destroyed the sharks. That's every shark defeated and the city is saved. Or is it? Yeah, it is. I killed them all. Or did I? Sharks have never been able to live long in captivity. Some think this is because they want to hide their secrets and take cyanide pills when caught. Sharks are as ancient as the dinosaurs. Could they be the ones who killed the T-Rexes? Could they still be hiding? Could sharks be piloted by a super intelligent snail? Yes! And I can prove it. But oh, I'm being interrupted. It's already December in the Skyblock world. I have to get ready for Christmas. First things first, gotta write a letter. Dear Santa, climate change is your fault. Giving all those innocent children cold. You caused the Industrial Revolution. Now I have to drive 40 minutes to work and feel morally wrong about it. I will feed you to a tiger shark. Love, Dragoon. You know, Santa has been alive for a long time. Does someone replace him or is he just immortal? Next, decorations. Tinsel, mistletoe, green and red lights, snowman. Or if you're antisocial, just put a pile of snow over your front door and no one can bother you. Lastly, the fish, the evil Christmas sea creatures. A boy that's been frozen for 60 years after falling into the lake. I'll just show him Clash of Clans and it'll distract him for hours. The Grinch. I'll speak emotional Jim Carrey quotes at him.
I wanted to find the most meaningless thing. I don't believe that you exist. I mean, you gotta admit it's completely meaningless.
An evil snowman. Fire. And finally, the Yeti. Bigger fire. With my approach planned, I am finally ready for Christmas, and it begins in 10 hours. While we wait, I can tell you about today's sponsor, Dirt. It's free. I can have 2 sponsors if I want, there's no rules.
The video may not contain other sponsorships.
Damn, maybe I should have learned to read on Skillshare. Wait, when is it 10 hours? 4 AM for me. Yeah, I don't feel like that. I want to fight Santa now. I'm taking my chicken and flying straight to Castle Claus. Gifts with mutant tiger sharks inside. Check. Cookies laced with Brussels sprouts. Check. Roast chicken Christmas dinner. Check. I've been training for this. Come out and face me, Santa. Excuse me? Hi. I'm Santa's assistant. Well, was. He died last night. We thought he was immortal. Oh, I was gonna, never mind. How did it happen? Diabetes. Too many cookies. Wow, this really says a lot about the overconsumption and greed of our society. He really went insane at the end. Started screaming about a snail or something. Then he died. It all makes sense! How could he afford all those presents? How was he alive for so long? Why was he always running from house to house? The snail. If you were an immortal billionaire running from a super intelligent snail, how would you survive? To explain, I'll need some help with the visuals. You would move as far away from the snail as possible, the North Pole. After being there for a while, you'd get bored, lonely. You want to see people, but you're scared that the snail will get you if you leave. You need to move fast. Use your riches to buy a present for everyone on Earth and a super fast jet to deliver them all. You zoom between every house on Earth in one night, making the snail change direction so many times it becomes dizzy and can't keep track any longer. Repeat this pattern every year and become a myth. Me challenging Santa must have distracted him from the snail. Me and the snail were on the same team all along. At your next Christmas dinner, remember to tell everyone it's all because of a snail.